Hey guys, welcome. Good afternoon. Doesn't have the same ring of good morning, right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Good morning, guys. Rise and shine. It's 988 Global ROGS. Tuning into your local station. My name is Matthew. His name is Fatal Five Way. This is the Straits Championship. And this is it, Gideon.
This is
Championship Sunday.
Yeah, the last day for this amazing round of games. Man, the Straits Championship has really brought a lot to the table.
Everything comes down to this. Let's remind everyone how this thing all came about. This is brought to you by Global ROGS and supported by Moonton E Project, where esports is for everyone. Of course, for everyone, right? That's why we're here.
Absolutely.
We are part of esports. Bam.
What a realization.
We can fly and be part of esports.
And still be part of it.
You know one thing is that I put gel today, so my hair will not stand. I hope it doesn't stand.
We'll see later in the day.
But let's look at the brackets.
Yes. Let's look at the brackets for just to give an idea.
Just a quick recap. You know, sometimes you just gotta do a quick refresh of our mind.
Exactly.
Now, Gideon, what happened yesterday? Do that epic voice, the epic recap. You know, let's just do a recap.
If you can see here, ONIC
That's
Esports.
not epic. it has to
It's
be
like that. I keep thinking of that trailer voice.
It has to be just like, in a world. All right, go, take it out.
But ONIC Esports against Saints Reborn. ONIC takes the game easily, but it gets better from there with Capcorn and PSG RRQ. Capcorn actually upsetting PSG RRQ and knocking them down to the lower brackets. It doesn't end there. Team Fallen gets knocked down by BIGETRON SG. However, one of the biggest games.
The Singapore Slammer?
Yeah, the Singaporean Slammer.
No, that's not real. It's Singapore.
Singapore Slammer. Got it.
I hope he catches on.
Hashtag Singapore Slammer. But EVOS did take 2 games off of Resurgence, maintaining that 2-0 that's been going and plaguing the upper brackets for now. Down in the lower brackets, Saints Reborn against PSG RRQ. PSG RRQ taking the best of 1, taking themselves out of this huge danger zone of the first rounds of the lower brackets as Team Resurgence knocks out Team Fallen. Yeah. So, a lot of invited teams through. But it doesn't just end there. That's not the end of it. As ONIC Esports had to go up against Capcorn, and you were wondering whether Capcorn could go through the gauntlet, they did not break ONIC Esports just yet. Taking it with the 2-0 as ONIC moves forward, and BIGETRON against EVOS, another big game. 2-0 plague still going around. BIGETRON takes the game.
Yep, so for everything, like you said, 2-0. But one more fun fact is today we were starting all our cross-nation games. Oof. Before this, everything was playing with their same nations. You can see on the top side of the brackets, all Indonesian teams. Bottom side of the brackets are all Singaporean teams. Just to remind everyone, this is not intended. These are seeded teams according to the group play, which happens a couple weeks back before we had our Chinese New Year break. Now, let's see the schedule for today, and let's see how today will play out. The first game that we will be going up, or we will be showing first, will be EVOS SG against PSG RRQ, follow up by Capcorn and Resurgence. After that, we'll follow up with the upper bracket game, which is ONIC Esports and BIGETRON Singapore.
And what a kicker already, the first game of the day, EVOS Singapore against PSG RRQ. I hope these guys are ready to bring their A game, because this could make it or break it for one of these teams.
Now let's look at what are these teams playing for and what prizes it's up for grabs, because it's a lot of big money. You can see first place, everyone wants that 5,000 Sing dollar. Second place, not too shabby, 3,000 Sing dollar as well. Third place, 1,008. Fourth place, 1,005. Fifth, sixth, going out with 1,002, and 7 and 8 walking home with 8,000. We already confirmed our 7 and 8 place. It's Saints Reborn from Indonesia, and of course Team Fallen from Singapore.
Now, I gotta ask, now that you know that Team Fallen and Saints Reborn, they've been knocked out, who are you rooting for to take this entire competition away?
Hashtag no bias, dude.
Hashtag no bias?
No
really?
bias.
I'm hashtag hella biased, because I am voting for Capcorn. Only because they're the only team who wasn't invited and are still in this tourney.
That's a good fun fact.
Yeah, man. I'm banking on them.
I'll say this, though. All 6 teams left in the bracket can win this game.
Yes.
Can win this whole tournament. It depends on who can show up and who just has the better form, better draft. We saw a bit of hiccups in draft yesterday, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Maybe not on the team's perspective, from our perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more of their own way of thinking. But now, with all these cross-nation games, it's going to be much more interesting. Because, you know, it was all their own countries. They were familiar with it. But now, with them playing against, you know, teams from different countries, there's going to be different drafts coming in. So, clash of styles, I want to see how it goes, and it all starts off with El Clasico in itself. Might not be EVOS Indonesia, but it's still an EVOS brand, and I'm still going to hook on to that storyline. PSG RRQ with the EVOS family. Now, who will go out on top? Best of 3. Just to inform all the viewers, both these teams ended up second seed in their group stages, so we had to use a coin toss to determine who was first picked in this first game. And guess what? Hey ho, PSG RRQ went with heads, and sometimes using your heads it works out well.
Yeah, and it's like the most slight advantage, but it does help in the long run here because you're going to be the first to be able to get your first pick on blue side, and that actually helps a lot. And that actually helps a lot because you don't reveal as much until the second ban phase.
Exactly. But with that being said, let's start this out with some proper intro.
All right.
Gideon, are you ready?
Yes,
I'm ready. After 2 months of intense qualification, after 2 months of non-stop shouting, after thousands of copy ices that you've drank, and and after flying through so many shots of drones, we are here in Championship Sunday. We are here to start things off. 6 teams left alive. Let's see who will be there.
Your team is banned.
PSG RRQ and EVOS Singapore.
Now, first bans coming through. PSG RRQ going to go with that hell crit here. Now, do you think there's going to be some adaptation from both sides, or is it going to be standard
this is the fun thing, right? Cross-nation games, there's no more real targeted bans. That's why you see a lot of more S-tier bans, right? Straightforward bans is like, okay, we don't know what you're strong of. Maybe the second game, they're more adaptive. But the first game is like, okay, we know you're strong at this. These are strong heroes in meta. We're just going to ban this out, And bam, that's what we're seeing, right? Hellcrit, Harif, same goes to Kimi as well.
Now, this is going to be interesting. Oh, yeah,
that goes
straight away.
That's a little bit of a more targeted thing because we saw that, if I'm not mistaken, all the Indonesian games have at least a Selena.
Or at least prioritized. Yes. But that's going to be an early game. Rock locked in for PSG RRQ. Blue side already benefiting them.
Okay, that's the Rock. Looks like they want to go for it. I expect the Kaya to be locked in, or the Akai, one or the other, because there's no more S-tier picks available, right? No more Kimi, Harif to be exact.
Oh yeah.
I think Cho is a good shout.
Very good flex pick as well. That when it comes to the second ban phase as well, at least you can hold up all your you can hold up the cards. You don't have to reveal everything here. That's the beauty of Cho. So locking in Cho, pretty decent. And Kaya as well. There it is.
So Cho, like you said, flex pick and flex picks are really good. You can throw people off. We'll see what PSG has. The Lunox that locks in straight away, and Akai. Solid picks from PSG RRQ, but it has shown time and time again, EVOS Singapore, they do not prioritize that Lunox. They prefer Harley because maybe Bambi feels like he's more versatile. Now, Minotaur getting locked in, that means it's going to be a fighter show. Both teams with their tanks. I think PSG RRQ is going to ban out the Harley here.
Yeah, that would probably be a really smart pick to get rid of Harley. I mean, in terms of majors, you might as well knock them down a notch just so that you go for the suboptimal ones, even though they still can make an impact and they're actually kind of difficult to deal with it. I mean, Gushin will still be on the table. I don't think EVOS wants to ban it out for the double mage composition, but we're just going to have to see how they want to play this out. The more important thing is whether EVOS wants to lock in the Leo more early on or not.
Yeah, that's the Harley ban.
Your team is banned.
Do you think they might ban out the Damus and play the Leomord? No, I mean, they won't
potentially.
Ban why would they play the Leomord?
Ban out the Damus and then pick Leomord for themselves.
I mean, they already have the fighter show. So
could be.
It could be a double fighter composition it comes out to. Okay, we have a bit of time. I have this really cool fun fact. If you look at Tuturu's name, that's actually the full name of PSG RRQ. It's PSG RRQ 02. Because 02 is their sponsor. I just want to say this once because it's a super long name. So the full name of their team is
here we go.
Paris Saint-Germain, Rex Regum Oxygen. It's actually a lot of syllables.
Yeah, that's a lot of syllables.
I just did, you know what? PSG RRQ, I just did you a really good favor. I did your full branding there.
Full branding.
But Claude getting banned out because they do not want to give that over to Tuturu and picking up the other S-tier marksman, which is the carry. Pretty standard. They could have done one or the other. Looks like So is saying that I want to carry more than Claude.
That's true. That is true. PSG RRQ going to be locking in Thamus as well as the Lancelot.
Solid picks. Solid picks. A lot of fighters here. And that Tuturu, I think Tuturu will be playing that Thamus. He has been picked. He picked that yesterday as well. So there is a lot of strong picks. Now, going on, last one. Ace, what do you think they're going for? They need a mage here. Kagura. No, it is going to be a Gushin. Oh boy. Bambi. He's gonna pop off.
It's gonna be up to him to find these here. And we talked about this before, that Bambi has this what you like to call the X factor.
Yeah, the X factor.
And I find it very interesting because a lot of the players, they find these windows of opportunity that not a lot of players notice, and you only have a split second to act upon it. And in many cases, somehow EVOS are able to find these windows and capitalize on it so much that it becomes kind of difficult to predict whether or not they're able to really pop off or not.
So, okay, both drafts all good.
Yeah.
Okay, set, all set. It's like, you know, you gotta get set. All right, are you ready to run?
Yeah,
ready to
I'm
sprint?
ready to run.
But who do you think has the better draft? Who are you preferring here?
I am slightly leaning towards... I have to admit, I'm slightly leaning towards EVOS only because their team fighting capabilities are extremely strong here. It's kind of up to Lancelot to do a lot of outplays, to dodge quite a few abilities if he wants to be extremely effective.
Yep.
And that's going to be like the big factor that you need to want to make sure you know whether or not they're going to pop off or not.
Yep, but that is it because this is the game. ESG RRQ against EVOS SG. And guess what? It's an elimination game to boot. All stakes are on deck. It's like they are going to start things up slow and steady here. Here's RRQ. Yep, I am Jago on that Lancelot. Same goes through, slowly playing that down as well. Nothing different.
Yeah, nothing different on the starts. They're going through a very standard because, I mean, I remember yesterday when they were up against BIGETRON, the first game was super sloppy, so hopefully this isn't the same case here. And they are just back up to form and they're ready to take on PSG RRQ because we know that these guys are super consistent.
Also, Guru wants to go for the steal. Does he get it? I don't think he did because it's too early level 2, but remember, all PSG RRQ is here. Now, grab on the top side, the bottom side crab getting contested as well. I think it's just going to be a crack hit.
Yeah, crab trade at the moment. I mean, overall, it's just going to be like this for the most part of the game. I feel like it's going to be standard. I don't think they're going to go for anything too flashy. They go for look for holes to invade and actually punish them, because it looks like they're doing exactly what they want to do. EVOS do find a slight hole. Hopefully they can take this out without being noticed. Yes, they do on the bottom side with Gushing picking up one of the camps and is still able to go to mid lane. Slight EXP, but always good, especially if you are the mid laner.
Yeah, I just want to remind all the viewers that we know about the sound issue because there's actually no sound. We are trying to fix it ASAP, so just bear with us. We apologize for it. You know, people need to start things off. Hopefully there's no more issue. We fix. Oh, I am Jago does get caught up. The Thorn knows that. That's
Resurrecting
and
soon.
guess what? Straight away. Actually, Potatoes playing with Gushin.
Yeah, that's actually kind of different. That gives Bambi a lot of options. Ooh!
The flex pick coming through. This is Bambi's show.
Yeah, this is Bambi's show, and again, that X Factor might be right here, right now.
Oh my
plays!
God! The flicker, Jig could not knock out, but now they have overstepped their bounds a little bit, and they go down 2-2. The kill score. Now, I just got an update. We unfortunately will not be able to fix until after the game, so very much for game 1, but game 2 will be fixed. No worries about that. But with that being said, let's go back to the game. DPR kill, got the kills. Looks like they are going to go on.
Yeah, I think EVOS was getting a little too flashy there. I mean, the play could have worked if the rotation wasn't there by PSG RRQ. They did assume that one person was there and was not really baiting it out, but very good play by PSG RRQ, making sure that their rotation was clean, making sure they had the backup, and they profited off of it quite a bit. But still, goal differentials aren't too far apart.
2,500, and you know, one small team fight, maybe one guy getting caught out, that's going to be the difference. But you know what, PSG RRQ, they are a strong team. Maybe that small little difference is enough to make them a big gap.
Yeah, we'll just have to see, but I'm really interested to see how Bambi is going to be playing on this show here, because he's going to have to be 2v1ing for the most part of the game. What's happening on bot side?
Bambi, he's actually pretty low, he goes down.
Ooh, just as I say it as well.
Yeah, 2v1 is pretty hard to play around, but we can see Gushin and Kaya slowly making their way to the bomb side. They do not want to give each other up for free. Potato doesn't have the rest of he gets stunned up, and oh, Giant Jungle gets it, but oh, they got James instead in the top side as well. Wow. Good trades. RRQ dropping down a couple of members here and there, but they are losing a lot of them.
Yeah, but also on the top side of the map, JPL does go down, which, I mean, the moment you lose your support, and as well as the 2v1, especially if you are the carry, there's not too much you can do.
But PSG RRQ already down off with a 1,000 gold lead. But if you look about this, there's a lot of fights here with PSG RRQ. Lemon trying to salvage Ambassador. Hit assault is online. Trying to spam it out. Everyone's really low. Ace is super low. He's trying to get away. He should be safe for now. He will be able to walk away. looks like RRQ, they're not looking for a dive. EVOS is just going to concede this turret and let them walk the shot.
Now, people might be thinking, oh, they're getting objectives, they're clearly getting far, far ahead, but you have to remember that Potato, as of right now, he's got 3 kills on him in comparison to the rest of RRQ. Oh, luckily Bambi was able to get out of that. Willis got 3 people, should be able to defend the turret. And yeah, when you're funneling so much gold into Potato, he's going to be the playmaker, he's going to be the one who's going to decide how it's going to work.
So getting caught out, but mid lane, that's going to be a huge one. Do they want to go for it? Here comes the wild shot. JP already very low. He does have great bomb, but he's in turret range. He's tanking the turret all as well. He goes down just like that, but oh, they're not done it. You can see Kaya using the Divine General trying to drag it and pull Potato down to safety, but was not able to do so. RRQ starting their ignitions, putting it into second gear already.
Yeah, and you can tell RRQ are just outclassing the Silence, punishing them for like the most minuscule of mistakes. And the moment they get that solo queue, rotations are so easy, and they profit again in the mid lane, knocking out so many members. This is not looking good for EVOS.
Yeah, RRQ working like a well-refined clock. They went to take the mid turret and then took that little small turtle. And you know what? Why not grab a buff of EVOS?
This is honestly, it's kind of difficult for EVOS to transverse the map now that they've lost all their tier 1s. This allows RRQ to easily take jungle camps whenever they want. They can pressure them off of a lot of areas because there's too many blind spots to really protect themselves when you don't have the guardian tower of the tower itself to protect you.
Yeah. Bambi at the moment, very safe. He's, you know, he's 1-2-1. He's not doing any mistakes, but the thing is that he's being, I guess, restricted, suppressed, because they're putting so much emphasis on controlling top lane. RRQ gonna take another turret. The rotation from this Indonesian team is just so fast.
Yeah, I don't think EVOS is able to keep up. They have to concede a lot of these objectives here. They can't really force these 5 sets, especially since JPL doesn't have his call. Oh no.
Gonna go down. Fine, James is pretty tanky. That's of the wild shot. Safety. But the thing about it is that Soul, he needs more time, and Bambi one more time, getting focused by the entirety of RRQ. Flickers straight out this time. He managed to stay alive, but mid lane, you can see every single time we are on RRQ. They are the ones pressuring EVOS back into their tower.
Yeah, and this is where James is really going to have the time of his life because of his inbuilt stats, because of the way Rock is. His early game with a bit of a lead can already pressure a lot of the EVOS members out of their jungle if they decide to try and take a buff or try and find some kind of gold.
One more time, Divine Judgment, it does come through in the bottom lane. They do queue off to Turu. They want to go for more, but Potato leaving with the skin of their his teeth. Sorry, but they do get one kill, but the pressure is just
Resurrecting soon.
I'm guessing that I'm guessing this game is going to go on. They're going to look to end it by next Lord already. They just have to accelerate themselves and make sure that EVOS is unable to farm. It does get destroyed, however. Not going to make too much of a difference here. They get the steal.
Oh, that was actually pretty close. Potato did come in with the Incontinence, try to close the gap. He did have Retribution, but he didn't actually get in range of it.
Really unfortunate, but I mean, they gotta take their time here. EVOS looking for any holes in RRQ's play, but so far, they've just created a clear line where they don't let EVOS move from out of their base.
At least now they still have mid our turret, so they're still giving a little bit of wiggy room to EVOS, trying to let them have this small little gap, but Bambi, this is just insane. It's one after the other. He's getting focused so much. Oh no! Ace, he got caught against the Goddess Barrier. A little bit of a misrotate coming in from EVOS. RRQ with the punish once again.
Now, this is exactly what I was trying to say, as RRQ are creating this complete line. You move forward, you're going to die.
Oh no, there goes. He's just stun locked against the wall. No chance whatsoever, and this is a massacre. That's a good minion Fury, but you know what? That doesn't really matter because every single member of EVOS just fall down. 2 members left alive is Ace and Bambi because they just respawned. RRQ are not giving any mercy to the Singaporean squad.
Yep, they're already rotating quickly, trying to punish them. They're going straight for the input. Breaking it is going to allow them so much free room. Are they going to take one more? Looks like they are, as they break right through 2 inhibitor turrets with 35 more seconds on Lord.
This is insane here. Viva RRQ all the way. The Kings of Kings have finally come online, and they are nothing like yesterday. They are straight off the chopping blocks, not putting on stop at all.
Man, this is just so difficult, especially for EVOS here, no windows to find so far, no positional advantages, and with such a huge...
Oh, ace. This is just a replay because they're just getting caught out over and over and over. They're just controlling Bambi, uses the whips right on Lemon, but it doesn't matter at all. Lemon going off for the chase. That's a double kill for the Indonesian mage player, and they're going for more. That's going to be the last inhibitor. They have minions, they have members, they are going for the win here, Gideon. Here comes the darkening. So that's 1, that's 2, and it's not enough. It's forced back into third range, and they're going after the crystal. This is going to be game 1 over to PSG RRQ, and Gideon can't help but just admire the play of the Indonesian squad.
That was a crazy clicking game. So ridiculous. My goodness. I just the way they play the composition was just so good, and when they had just the slightest advantage, they really pushed for it. The side lanes were just too difficult to actually maintain, and a lot was put onto Potato there because the side lanes couldn't find any advantages. Mid lane had to rotate the side lanes to pick up 1 or 2 kills, but that just wasn't enough.
Right, let's look at the end game stats really quickly, just to give a quick recap to see, and let's talk a little bit about the stats here. Very straightforward. Lemon, clearly the MVP. He was insane on that Lunox.
Absolutely, and she was just able to go around with the help of her supports of Grok and Akai. And even if they do manage to get away, I Am Jago is there to just clean up house. So difficult to run away.
Do you think it's a drafting issue where, you know, EVOS, they let go of the Lunox? Remember, they first double picked the Cho and the Kaya. They double tanked instead, and they gave the Lunox away. Do you think they should have picked the Lunox instead?
I'm not. Well, I don't necessarily think that Lunox was exactly the greatest thing in the world for them. I do think that they probably should have rethought about who they were sending into the fighter lane, because okay, you have Thanos. If you get punished in the side lanes, it's gonna be a hard game overall. So the next thing you got to be thinking of is, hey, can we put Cho? If we are gonna flex Cho, can we flex him into the tank side?
Well, that's game 1 done and dusted. Really straightforward coming out from the Indonesian squad. Now, questions back onto EVOS. Can they wake up in time? Do you think they should change back their strat? They did try something a little bit different. They put, Bambi on Cho. He's done it before. I remember. I think it was MPL Season 2 playoffs. But it's been a while. So I think we might be going on a short little break to just try and fix up the audio really quickly. So sorry about that. Oh, actually, no, it's no break. So we're just trying to go through it.
I really want to talk. Okay, so in that game, right, you probably look, oh, it's standard, oh, it's normal. There's no way EVOS could have played better, and I think they can. Their side lanes definitely lackluster. JPL got caught out a couple of times. Not necessarily his fault, but you have to kind of wonder, Bambi shouldn't have died that many times.
I mean, it's a tomato thing, right? It's like the chicken and the egg, because he was focused so hard.
I think even though he was focused so hard, he should always be looking to maintain having his Shunpo up, and there should be a clear line to which he shouldn't follow through. He knows he's going to be 2v1ing in that lane, and a lot of times you see him Shunpo, and he realizes, oh, I am dead. You can clearly see he's trying to back out of these situations with the Jukundo, but the moment he gets caught out, it's over, and that happened 2 to 3 times. That made it so difficult, and once you lose that side lane pressure, at the very least, you need to be able to hold that tier 1. That's the objective for being that split pushing side lane.
Yeah, I think so too, but I guess it's hard when you have like 3 members coming over and over again. Bambi, I feel like he had his hands tied a little bit, and Potato did what he could on the Gushing to get a couple of kills here, a couple of there, but he just never had that opportunity. Now, just to give everyone an update, we are having some audio issues. Our production guys are on it, hopefully giving us some little bit of time. We apologize for all these delays and all these issues. Man, we had no problems straight away into the last game, but looks like it's all soft.
It is? Well, that just
go to
means
game
more
2.
games. More games. Maybe not. All right.
But game 2's ready.
Game 2 is ready.
So let's go to the draft. Let's see if our audio is all good. Let's see it.
Ooh,
I hear sound.
I hear sound. It's good.
That's good. All right.
Yep. It's all good. Let's go straight into this game.
Okay, go back. Let's go onto it. Now, it's actually really serious now because EVOS backs against their walls. They have one more game. They need to come back here. They didn't really look sharp in game 1. So they need to wake up. But Lunox and Cho, respect ban coming out, but Selena left open. PSG RQ, what are they going to ban out here? Let's see. Do they ban out the Grok maybe? Kimi's still available as well. So looks like EVOS going to get one or the other.
I think they should Just straight up ban.
Yep.
They're gonna give Kimmy over.
Sorry, just to cut you off there, we just want anyone in chat, can you just inform us if your sound is still buggy? Do you hear any static? Do inform us. Our admin is on the job, you know, all good. It will respond to you. He's pretty active as an admin.
Extremely active, so I've heard.
So yeah, but Kimmy, I think that's a no-brainer here. Kimmy has been performing so well, and so that's just one of his comp picks. And straight away, PSG RRQ, they know Selena and Grok left open.
Yeah, and this is just so difficult to deal with, especially with such a strong early game. I mean, these two have just been destroying it. Both Selena and Grok, easily just pushing it from mid lane. Hey, oh, you're doing your jungle. I'm gonna crush you.
I like this Lolita pick just to block out all the Selena arrows, and I think this should be a Kaya as well. Maybe a Akai, one or the other. I feel, or maybe EVOS wants to go back, big throwback and pick an Aldos. No. Going to be the tank first.
Going to be the tank here. I feel like PSG RRQ probably going to lock in the Kaya for themselves. Would be really useful if they are able to get those picks onto Soul.
I'm sorry, but this is a bit funny. I'm just going to highlight this.
All right.
So I just want to inform everyone, right? The sound issue was because of a Windows update. This is actually one of the funniest. This is okay. This tops off like the overheating phone thing.
The overheat, yeah.
You know, this is a true story, right? I remember I had a presentation for our assignment, and you know, like we always bring our own laptops.
Yeah.
One of my friends actually had this issue where his Windows was updating, and he was just praying, he's like, please update faster, please update faster. And I think it updated for like half a day, and 1 minute before his presentation, his Windows finally decided to open, and he was just like, oh, thank God.
Jeez. Held up by a Windows update. That is unnecessarily stressful.
We just had this throwback.
But
Aldos getting locked in. This means that they have solid early game and solid late game. Now, they're looking for some mid-game spike here. I think that is going to be Tuturu's Aldos. He does play a really good Aldos, and it's sort of a pseudo marksman in itself, you know. That Soul Steal, which is the first skill, the punch does so much damage.
Yeah, and I think their composition is really good. Already in itself has great scaling, great early game. The mid game is going to be what's going to be interesting here, because if one or the other fails, you have a backup plan. So your early game didn't look so well. Your mid game is not going to be as great, but you know that your late game is going to be on par.
Wow, so they say, you know what? We're not that good mid game. Let's pick a mid game hero.
Yeah,
Kagura, the definition of a mid game hero in itself. But Bambi finally getting hands on that coveted little magician. Is going to be Harley. That was a pretty no-brainer. They just want to split push. A very solid comp coming up from EVOS Singapore. Now PSG RRQ, they still need a tank to wrap things up. They still have a lot available. What do you think you want to go for? Kaya is still up for grabs, and I think that should be the pick coming in.
Yeah, Kaya should be the pick. They didn't bother banning it out. Instead, for EVOS, they wanted to get rid of the Mincetar.
Because Kimmy's, they want to make sure that Kimmy doesn't get you. No!
Wow, okay.
Support Saber.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of digging this, because the moment he hits level 4, his priority target, he's looking to kill Kimmy. Make sure she does not have a good time.
It's going to be Tutorial Saber as well. Oh, this is going to be fun. PSG RRQ pulling up all the stops in this last little day that we have in Straits Championship Sunday, and that's how you know that it's going to be a big thing, because the support Saber has come true. Now, I tell you, I'm all Viva RRQ.
The reason why
Viva RRQ.
I'm not gonna lie, RRQ's composition looks like on paper looks really good, but it requires a high level of execution.
Dude,
can they perform?
Saber triple sweep always goes true. They have it on the books. EVOS, can you go true? Can you be the King Slayers to dethrone the RRQ? PSG RRQ, they are pulling out the picks to win the hearts of me and the hearts of a lot of fans, I'm sure. EVOS, can you do it?
Well, I think what EVOS wants to do here is that they want to be able to hold off on to, especially that early game with Grok and Selena. They want to minimize the amount of bleeding that it causes and then look to play for one of the sides. I think most importantly, Kimmy needs the protection. So she's going to be very aware of where Saber is at all times.
The one thing they want to highlight is that look at PSG RRQ's comp. They have 4 heroes that needs items to function well, right? Maybe the Selena, he has a little power spike innate ability that really works well, but obviously Liam's Elders, Bam, a lot of items. Kagura needs a couple of items to come online. Lightning Transient and Concentrated Energy, maybe. But the EVOS, they have this early game power spike. They need to make a move in the early game. Once they hit level 4, they need to go and invade, put on the pressure early on.
I think more importantly for EVOS, they need to have a level advantage here. Somewhere to actually push for this fight. Oh no, this is looking bad already.
It's fine, it's fine. They have no real stunts early on. When Saber's not level 4, no triple sweep, they can't really lock down members of EVOS just yet.
I was hoping that PSG RRQ would actually take the fight and chunk them out a little bit more to give a little bit more leeway for Saber to actually get some farm, and then that kind of alleviates the pressure a little.
And you can see here, Bambi trying to farm level 4. He does hit it now. Now this is the power spike. Oh, look at that. Just like clockwork, the PSG RQ understands it. But no, the Abyssal Arrow just whiffing. Bambi tried to play ring around the Rosie. Daily Magic onto. He doesn't have the stun anymore. There goes the first blood. They understood Bambi was the win condition. Straight away, crossing down.
I'm actually surprised Bambi took it back, which I think probably wasn't the best idea in the world. But Suturu, he's just going to be having the time of his life. Now that he doesn't have to worry too much about the sport, he can easily just farm on the tower until he is 4, and that's when his utility becomes very apparent.
For now, everything's still being okay. EVOS not that far behind because they are in front in terms of farming all the minions. However, PSG RQ, they're trying to make the rotations to win the game. You can see the dash coming out from Seoul, just wanting to go into safety.
But look at the way they are playing. PSG RQ, they move in C2 members, they move back out, and quickly, instead of pushing forward, they go back into River, realizing that the rotations have already occurred, so they are super aware of the map.
But here comes the Numenor blast coming in, but the Wild Charge will cancel out 5 members of EVOS is here. Can they win this fight? Ace is dangerous, is low, but there's just no CC to stun out. They do get 1 kill, and I think they want to go for this little extra objective, which is the turtle. I think there will be no contestation coming up from PSG RQ.
And EVOS abusing the composition, very strong as 5 at this point in time, as PSG RQ, they just don't have the items to really take them on just yet.
Yeah, but with Tuturu hitting level 4, he does have the triple sweep available finally. Let's see whether he will go for this kill. I think he's going to start going for picks here.
Oh yeah, I mean he has to. But the problem is he kind of needs a kill squad to go with him. So that means one of the lanes is going to not have priority unless they can force an advantage somehow. I feel like Selena is going to be part of the kill team, but Kagura is going to be the main one looking to clear those waves to allow Saber to roam around.
But Liam is just having the time of his life playing that Eldos uncontested. The only pressure he gets is this Thamus, and he knows Thamus can't really kill him off because he has that explosion that stuns him up and gives him an extra little shield.
So far, no turrets have gone down just yet. They're 1-1, and the gold is still differentials pretty even. 1K.
Because of the turtle, you know, that's about it.
They trade crabs, and I think nothing too much will happen as of yet. I do feel like it's kind of on EVOS.
They want to dive. They want to dive on the bottom lane, but thankfully, EVOS Singapore, they read the situation, so they understand that PSG RQ wants to try and force the issue in his bottom lane, so they back off.
Yeah, and I really like EVOS's response here because they know they don't exactly have the waves either, and with their superior wave clear coming in for EVOS at this point in time, they're pretty happy with just clearing waves, backing off. We're not going to lose anything. We scale still.
I think EVOS needs to dive this top lane.
Yeah.
They need to try and force the issue because they're putting so much pressure in his ball lane. So it looks like here comes though. It's only 2 members, maybe not. They're still trying to force it out. Potato, wait, Potato, you're tanking it out. He didn't know, but he still manages to survive by the skin of his body. The flicker comes through. The Aegis from Ace will keep himself alive. Oh, a little bit of a misstep coming from EVOS. He almost went down, but the bottom turret will be, at least still staying alive on the side of PSG RQ. They managed to keep it alive, and they even got a kill on the side of Bambi.
Oh no, and because of that chunk out, they've lost quite a bit of pressure up top side. Aldous is able to break this with the help of Saber.
Everything just went wrong for EVOS and PSG RRQ. They started their engines, and they are never looking back.
Wait, hold on. Is he actually going to go through Aldous?
No, he stopped in the last possible second. A great Abyssal Arrow just to stun things off. I Am Jago is there, but JPL for the protection. He does have Hurricane Dance if need be, but no follow-up means no going in for that fight.
Oh man, Aldous was so close already. I was getting real nervous.
Confidence.
Woo!
I mean, this is PSG RQ. Yesterday they were a little bit sloppy. Today, no such thing.
At this point, there is no reason to really question PSG RQ. They play so consistently. They play so effectively. I mean, it's hard to say these guys aren't meta setters.
Yeah, I mean, they are the MPL Indo winners for a reason. People fear them because of it. All these players, they are idols in their own rights, and they're playing like it. But here comes the arrow. Oof. Almost going. Here comes the ultimate Yin Yang overturn onto Bambi, but it does connect. And oh my god, the follow-up is just insane. Moonblock is here, but where is the members? Here comes JPL. Hurricane Dash Moonblock by I Am Juggle. They will get one retribution kill, but they're not done yet. Lemon in the vicinity, in the line of fire. He's trying to play ring around the Rosie, but guess what? Potato is here. Where's the leap? Where's the jump? Where's the stun? There goes it. Do they have enough damage? Lemon has the shield, but here comes the snipe. He will get the kill. He almost go for it, but the rest of the fight, even a great two-match petrify. Hold up a second. Maximum charge, not enough to get to Turu. Will be able to survive, but EVOS gets the retribution and gets the bite back. But oh, James.
They are just trading off everything here. James, is he able to pick up? He's charging it up, running straight through.
He wants this. He wants this wild charge into it. So goes down in the hands of Gro. But here comes I Am Jago. He's hungry for the kill, but the stun lands. Here comes Bambi. I think everyone will be able to just walk away for now. But here comes Potato. The fight just never ends. Get it? I Am Jago. The next line of fire. He's so low. He manages to walk away. He goes for it. James is so tanky. Stun does not land. Potato does have the ultimate blender come through, and he just bounces onto James and gets the rock down.
This is a war of attrition. It's still going on. And finally,
Bambi.
Finally.
Bambi. Arrow, here comes the
takes
out.
it. Oh no!
But here comes the Aegis. Is it enough? There goes the slam. There goes the dunk. And Liam's not done. He gets a double. Here comes the triple. But he's going for it. Numina blast. There goes the maximum charge. The stun. Now Liam's the one in trouble. Everyone, this has been gone for so damn long. And finally, it's at the end of it. And it ends out with an even trade. 7-7. So, the arrow lands. The arrow lands. Here comes the wall. But he does have the slide. He manages to go across the wall. That was an insane couple of minutes.
Honestly, this is the longest war of attrition we've ever seen. Respawn, come back up, immediate fight, back into the fight, kills again, dies, respawns to live another day, to die. My goodness, look at that. Look at the graph.
This game is fitting for the El Clasico title because it is super close. And Ace, you know, in particular, having a really good game on this Lolita, capturing multiple members. Bambi actually the one a little bit lackluster at 1-4-2 in terms of his KDA, but the highest experience in the game with level 10 to his name. He's doing what he needs. Well, hopefully we get some time to look at the items, maybe. Yeah, Liam is gonna out of the way. So let's look at the items really quickly. Athena shield completed. You can see, you know, run me through here. Oh, what? Wait a second. He's going for it.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Liam.
I mean, Saber can't follow up just yet. He needs
explosion. Oh,
nah, that's not enough. Through didn't want to commit to it just yet. I'm pretty sure he could have actually dashed and gone for the ult, but don't think it's worth it, especially considering how many members have rotated to the mid side of the fight. Even if they pick up the kill, they might get rotated on and lose a little bit more than they want to. Oh my goodness, this game is actually pretty insane.
Oh, mid lane, they might want to go for it. Here comes Ace. He does have the stun, but the power of nature is locked onto. You can see the build of Potato, right? Wings of Apocalypse Queen. He wants to stay alive as long as he can, but he's going mano in mano against Liam, and because of his lifesteal, he's staying alive. He can't fight it. Diddy Magic's gonna kill off this Elders. Liam down for the count, but top lane, Lemon is doing the split push. He's making sure that EVOS is spread thin. You see EVOS getting really desperate. They need to try to engage onto something, but they just can't find any openings. PSG RRQ on a masterclass of a macro play.
They are just playing the map as much as they can. They know that EVOS...
Oh, do they get it? No!
Not in time. They don't know. They don't know.
Oh,
I think they knew, but they just assumed that they have already recalled. But whew, that was way too close for comfort. But yeah, once again, EVOS are looking for opportunities to actually fight, and PSG RRQ understand they don't necessarily have to fight. They have pressure in side lanes. They are able to punish them for objectives here. And again, you can clearly see 2 to 5 objectives in favor
ultimate
of
time, Jaco! He's stuck, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. He's maybe
live.
Not. He does have the soul, and no, Lolita's the one there. And now here comes the fight. Triple sweep of the Babby. He's down, but so he's still free. Here comes Potato on the side. They need to kill off Liam. They need to kill off the Elders. He's the main damage unit at the moment. But looks like the fight is just gonna disengage for now.
Oh boy, looks like the Saber pick is actually working out for them pretty well. If they're able to get one pick, they can easily follow up with a second one. Oh jeez, this is becoming a tough game to play.
Oh yeah, but here comes PSG RQ. They're not done for it just yet. This game is far from over, Gideon.
Yeah, this game is way too far.
Could this be our first best of 3? Could this be our first third game?
Potentially. It's so hard to say. The 2-0 plague is still going around. It might just be it might just be PSG RQ's favor.
Yeah, man. You mean following the patterns, PSG should be 2-0 in this game.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
The
stats don't lie.
But now they might want to go on the Potato. But Potato's build is so tanky. He's going full, full lifesteal. I think he's even going for the. I sort of forgot that last item there. But yeah, you can see Bloodlust X for that extra lifesteal. But meanwhile, Tuturu does kick down Bambi in the mid lane and Ace as well. Oh wait, that's a huge pick off actually. They can go for Lloyd if they want to.
Wait, hold on.
James
is in the back line, but he
this
wasn't
is
able
perfect.
to get it. Yeah.
Perfect for RRQ. Bottom lane, Aldos is pressuring now, and So gets focused now. So if he's dead, So's dead. They have no carries. They have no carries. EVOS, they need to run tail. They need to back off. They just need to defend. Tuturu going for the chase, and Liam pushing down his bottom lane. JPL went down. Potato trying to do the best he can to clear out the minions. He's doing it. He at least stops it from his inhibitor going down, but you can see PSG RRQ, they can take anything they want in the map right now.
This is such a struggle for EVOS, losing their members, especially when they're trying to rotate to protect Lord. Ends up losing 2 members, and now they've lost a little bit too much.
Oh, Potato trying to be the savior for his team. He does have the ultimate. You can see the Lord has been peeled off. They do not want this 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, they can't risk it. And plus, some of their members are pretty chunked out. They can't risk it just yet.
Yep, no risk. But mid lane, Aldios does pop the explosion. So no risk play. PSG RRQ, what they want to do is that lowest risk, highest reward. But it might take some time. And when time is of the essence, EVOS is there to pounce because of marksman and keeping together with a Harley late game, high damage potential. But PSG RRQ, they have a trick up their sleeve as well.
Oh,
Ace
no.
does get focused down. He's the tank though. But Flicker is forced out.
That's great. That's great. Because then, now Ace isn't able to actually protect the rest of the team as effectively if his target is not only to protect them from abyssal arrows, but also to lock up Tuturu to make sure he doesn't get that ultimate off.
Oh, you can feel the tension between these two teams. You can cut it with a knife. So close. It's just one mistake.
Face track.
James. But it's James. Grok is fine. He has power of nature. He even has the immortality. It's so hard to kill him off. So far, PSG RRQ. They managed to just etch themselves a 3,000 goal lead to the name because of their good macro play.
And you can see, clearly they are playing the side lanes, making sure that they have priority. One member isn't able to do cross-map plays, so as long as Aldius is keeping up pressure on that bot side, Thamus must respond. The only problem is that a fight does break out. One ultimate is going to be clearly more effective as Aldius will be able to get into a fight, and Thamus has to run halfway across the map. Yeah, so it's really advantageous for PSG RRQ.
Yeah, you make a good point there, because if he wants, he needs to run across. I think he has sprint, if I'm not mistaken, so he can run a bit faster.
But it might not be
in
time.
Aegis. Oh, interesting.
Oh, I don't think he'll be able to make it in time, and he's already got two defensive items.
It's clear that he built towards just staying alive.
Yeah, I mean, he has to. He can peel for the rest of the team, but it's this is going to be a very, very tough game for EVOS, especially since PSG RRQ are able to scale so well into the late game.
This is just PSG RRQ dictating the pace of the game for EVOS. EVOS cannot make any proactive plays because once they do something, So's caught out. So's caught out. Here comes the Aldous. Wild Charge as well. He's dead. He's 100% dead. He does not have Winter Charger as well. He's going for it. And there goes with the Charger finally blocked. He's still staying alive. Can he go for it? He's still alive. This is insane. They're not going for Tuturu. Counting with the flicker. The triple sweep will kill him off. That's the first character. James though might get locked out. However, he does have immortality. You can see Ace really low. I am Jungle will kill off another one. So far, a 2-4-0 exchange. But PSG RQ members, they are very, very low. One goes down. That's the Kagura. They're trying to do what they can. Whoa, the Wild Charge came up as well. Wait a second. Bambi coming alive. Oh, the arrow says no. Sit down, boy. You are not going to save this game. And now PSG RRQ. They feel it. They want it. The arrow potato. Triple sweep comes through. And the dunk comes in. And Liam shots them through. And just like Thanos himself, he just snapped EVOS off the face of the earth.
Oh, what it really came down to was just sheer mechanics. This inhibitor turret goes over the Kachak. They're going to have one more inhibitor turret under their hands. This is so unfortunate for EVOS. It all came down to just 2 abyssal arrows.
And honestly, both teams could have won those fights. You could see Potato, if he did not get focused down, if he had his ultimate just a little bit quicker, he could have 1v3'd that.
Potentially, but honestly, for me, they used so many ultimates just to take out Soul. This was Harley's moment. This was Bambi's moment. And in the end, just before he's able to clear up the 2 last members, he gets hit by the most crucial Abyssal Arrow of all to turn the tide of the fight.
But you know what? You know what that tells me? This is far from over. They do get an inhibitor, but reaching that 40,000 mark, 40,000 gold mark, I'm sorry. You know, items, mostly core items are mostly completed. Now you're just focusing some defensive items, trying to stay alive a little bit longer. And I want to see those mechanical outplays. Is it EVOS? Is it PSG, RRQ, RL Classical? It's in full fruition. Oh, wow. Actually, Ace was in a really good position for a flank.
Yeah, potentially, but he doesn't have his entire team to back him up. So even if he does decide to go in, he needs to get at least 2 to 3 members.
Oh, Liam! If he goes down, this is huge. He needs to be careful. He does have the explosion active, so extra bunch of movement speed. He's down to around 40% health. He's gonna feel okay for now, but Lemon. He's playing a very dangerous game, but he's the one that goes aggressive. He forces JPL back for now.
Actually,
James.
Oh.
Slow.
Is he gonna pick him up?
Is he going to go down?
No.
Ace there. Comes back to a charge.
1 HP!
Are you kidding me?
1 HP!
And Eldios pops the ultimate and look at bottom lane. Look at bottom lane. PSG RQ playing this macro game once again.
That was so unfortunate for the side of EVOS. That would have been so much. They would have been able to reclaim map control. Had they gotten that, I don't think they would be able to pick this off just yet.
They can't.
No.
Because their main carry isn't here. Bambi's on the bottom lane.
This is so difficult. I mean, at this point in time, I'm pretty sure Kachuk can actually buy a lot of time for the team if he goes into a 1v1 against Potato. Potato is able to duel him, but Kachuk can just sustain through a lot. Oh, no.
You talked about sustaining. He just needs to flicker out because he can't go for it. Now, the thing is that Potato is starting to come online in terms of dueling. Maximum charge. I went over to I am Jago there. So the buff comes through. And you can see they're just poking, trying to find a small little stun. And now they find Lemon, but he does have.
Oh, he's committing.
Umbrella. He's committing here, but a great little outplay. I am Jago manages to stay alive. They're trying to run tail here. Elder's ultimate comes through. Potato is the main focus. He pops his ultimate. James is alone. James is single out. They can't focus on their butt. He doesn't have immortality. So
Saber
they
has
have to be
no
careful.
ult.
Sable does not have it. Here comes the Numenon Blast. How many can win that? So goes down to the Saber Shield, and oh, here comes PSGRQ. They're biting back. They're taking every single member, and no one goes down. That is a clean wipeout from PSG RRQ. No chance whatsoever, and that is gonna knock down the Singaporean squad.
Oh my goodness. It always comes to one friggin' Abyssal Arrow.
Oh,
that's
God.
all they've been doing. They've landed the most crucial Abyssal Arrows I've ever seen in my life.
No way in hell that EVOS is going to survive. The crystal falls kindly, and that is PSGRQ walking in to the next phase of the tournament.
And the 2-0 play continues to spread.
So I guess we found the formula. Win game 1, you win the series.
Yep, that's it. Straight up.
So it's actually a best of 1. They want to make
it's technically a best of 1, but honestly, that was a crazy game. EVOS at the very last stretch found it. They finally found a fight that they could actually easily win. However, critical team members got hit by the most blinding Abyssal Arrows.
Let's look at the stats. Let's look at stats straight away. I know our stat man wants to look at stats. Thank you, stat man.
Oh man, I'm just
look at the data, really clear. This is how you play this comp because 4 members, they are kind of sharing the burden of this, right? They have a Selena, Saber, Aldous, and a Kagura as that, tag team sort of damage dealers, right? It's like you do damage, you back off, you do damage, you wait for your cooldowns. Everyone has that. James was the sole frontline member. You can see the damage taken, 42% on out, James.
Yep.
They played this composition to perfection. But EVOS, what do you think about that?
EVOS, their composition was more traditional, and I think this is like one of the bigger holes in their play. As you can see, even though they have the tanks, their team fighting is crazy good. So you have to play the side lanes. And a lot of the time, you can see that the better wave clearers on the side, especially for PSG RRQ, they're able to clear the side lanes really, really quickly, catch people off of rotation while still having DPS.
Let's look at the items really quickly. I guess I saw something really interesting. Potato went for this full lifesteal build. He went Bloodlust X first into the wings of Apocalypse Queen and then Endless Battle. The only thing he's shy of is the Half Claw because he knew that he needed to sustain against Liam in the lane.
Yeah.
He did a really good job, to be fair, but came team fight. He just lacked a couple of merits. It was just that outplay. Imagine that mid lane. If he managed to 1v3 that, it would have been so different. Everyone was so low. It just took a little bit more, but unfortunately, EVOS couldn't find the extra little gap.
Yeah, honestly, when it really comes down to it, it was always those last kills that they needed to go to even out the gold.
Yep, and I think with that being said, let's look at the updated brackets and see how this game is going to affect the grand scheme of things. And there it is. PSG RRQ locking themselves into the next spot, making that gauntlet around from the lower bracket. Who is going to join them? Is it going to be Capcorn, their fellow compatriots, or is it going to be RSG? Will it be another Singaporean team going in, or will it be an all-Indonesian affair in the top 4?
I mean, there's a good possibility, but we have to congratulate EVOS for putting a really good run here.
Yeah. The only Singaporean team left is BIGETRON. So can BIGETRON wave the Singaporean flag all themselves, or do they need the help of RSG?
We'll see. I mean, one Singaporean team each for the upper and lower bracket. We're just going to have to see how it goes.
Next one is going to be this. Let's look at the standings, the updated one. EVOS, they are going to finish in that 5th, 6th position. Means they're going to walk home with 1,200 Sing dollars. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Yep.
Oh, man, I can't
get
get
game. Great game. Great game.
I'm just having like flashbacks of every single one of those fights. My goodness, that was a great opportunity to watch. So really, we got to give it up to EVOS here for putting such an amazing fight.
Yep. So thank you so much for the participation there, EVOS Singapore. But don't worry, they'll be back. MPL Season 3 is just right around the corner. But we are here. We are all about the Straits Championship. And next up, we have Capcorn against Resurgence. And you do not want to miss it. It's 2 teams that have their own unique style. Who is going to come on top? We will find out soon. My name is Matthew. His name is the Fatal 5-Way. Oh, I know him as Gideon. This is the Straits Championship Sunday, brought to you by Global ROGS and Moontoon's E Project, where esports is for everyone. See you in a bit.